This is Arts Alive. I'm Lynda Philippi. My guest today is Seth Renne. He's the interim gallery manager of Gallery Theater here in McMinnville, and he's going to tell us all about what's going on and give us a few updates for the upcoming season. So welcome, Seth.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is exciting.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Yeah.
Been doing this for just about a month now and starting to kind of get my footing and feel like I know what's going on.
Do you feel like a hamster on the wheel?
A little bit. This is our really busy time of year with getting everything ready for next year and opening 2 more shows. And so it was kind of just jumping into the middle and going, okay, what's been done and where are we?
But at least you don't have to worry about, gee, I wonder what I'm going to be doing on my new job.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I knew a lot of the workings of gallery already, and so I think that was part of why they offered the position to me for the interim, because I know what's going on and can jump in and have a good footing. I
mean, you've directed numerous shows, and you've been in numerous productions.
Yes.
And Lord knows you put in enough volunteer hours probably to,
and I worked the box office before, and a lot of it. So
okay, so what's going on? What's new?
So we are getting ready for 2015. We just opened You Can't Take It With You, and that's running through November 8th.
Great.
We have Miracle on 34th Street coming up to close out this year, and then we're getting excited for 2015. We're doing our membership drive right now.
Oh, right, of course.
So it's all of that's coming together.
A big push. Well, do you want to talk about what you've got going on for 2015?
Yeah, so we're doing 6 shows in 2015 as opposed to the sometimes up to 9 that we have done. There are a couple reasons we decided to do that. One was that this year and for a number of previous years in the arena, 2 out of the 3 shows that we had done in there only got 3-week runs and only did 8 performances.
Oh,
that's I Love You Because, the one I directed this year, was the same thing. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof was the same thing.
You know what, though? I have to tell you this. I Love You Because was a fabulous show.
Thank you.
I really loved that.
It was so much fun.
It was a great show.
And it would have been nice to have that extra weekend so more people could have come see it. And what going to 6 shows allowed us to do was give all of those arena shows 4-week runs.
Perfect.
So every show this year will have at least 11 performances, and we actually have 2 that we're giving 13 performances to.
Cool.
Which is pretty exciting. We're adding 2 Thursday night shows to both Diary of Anne Frank and then the big musical spectacular at the end of the year. So we're starting off the season with a show called Sylvia by A.R. Gurney. It's about a man and his wife and a lost dog that they found. It's a romantic comedy, very modern. The dog is played by a person.
Okay, all right.
It's a very cute show. They've already got that cast and ready to go. They're rehearsing already, and everything I've heard has been fabulous.
Okay, great.
So we're looking at starting off with a really great show.
Perfect.
That'll be followed on the main stage with the show I'm going to be directing. It's called The Mystery of Edwin Drood.
Okay.
It is what do they call it? A musical murder whodunit where you decide the ending.
Okay.
And it is based off the last book that Charles Dickens was writing at the time that he died and was left unfinished. And so we get to the point where Charles Dickens stopped writing and the audience gets to pick the ending.
I like it.
There's upwards of 100 possibilities of what could happen.
Okay.
So that's one that you could come to for all 11 performances and potentially see a different show each time.
Oh, I think that's great.
Which is a lot of fun.
Sure.
Then we're doing the Diary of Anne Frank, which is, everybody knows the story. And it's actually the 70th anniversary of the year that she passed away.
Wow.
And so it's a good time to remind us of that story. And Ted Diesel is directing that
Oh,
one.
good. Okay, that'll be good.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Then we take the summer and do our kids' camps and our kaleidoscope and all of that fun stuff that we have during the summer. And we'll come back to the main stage in the fall with the musical Oklahoma. Everybody knows Oklahoma. We have had people asking for years for us to do it, so we finally have got it on the season. We're actually really excited about it. Brian and Kelly Jansen are going to be directing.
Okay.
It'll be their first show together here. They've both directed things independently. It'll be their first time working together on a show here.
Perfect.
And then Carolyn McCloskey is going to be directing Rumors by Neil Simon in the arena in October. It's a farce. It's really fun. It's madham and just absolutely crazy. All the things that farce brings to it.
And Neil Simon, so it's snappy.
And Neil Simon, yes. Dancing to La Bamba. I mean, you don't get more fun than that.
No.
And then we close out the year, and we're very, very excited that we got the rights to do White Christmas.
That's going to be fabulous.
And it's going to be a big, big show and a lot of fun, and just, it's holiday, and everyone loves that.
It's really, seriously, one of my favorite holiday movies.
As soon as people hear that we're doing it, they get, like, you see the eyes light up.
Exactly. Even people who don't act or sing or dance want to be in it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody hopefully will come out and see it and just have a really fun holiday experience with us. We're really excited about that.
Just for sisters.
Exactly. And you get some of the stuff from the movie. They updated and switched out some songs throughout. They kind of streamlined the story a little bit from the movie. It's a little more clear what's going on. The movie gets a little convoluted at times.
It bogged down.
Yeah. But it really keeps it going straight towards the goal, and snow and White Christmas. And
it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're excited. It's going to be a really good year.
So that sounds like enough to keep you busy for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and you personally have you already done auditions? Have you already cast your play?
No, we hold auditions November 30th is when we start.
So you've got about a month.
About a month till then.
Wow.
So people are signing up for it already.
To get all the ducks in a row with just the theater operations and then started with that.
Yeah, I'm glad that I have a little bit of time to get some of it underway before I have to jump into doing both the job and the show.
Is Edward Drood a big cast?
It should have, what is it? I think we're going to do about 28 people in it.
Oh my gosh.
So it's not huge. It's not, the 50 that we
No,
sometimes
but still,
have.
28, that's pretty good size.
But yeah.
As opposed to I Love You Because.
Which was 6.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's a little different from that. And we got some really cool programs coming up at the theater that we're just getting started on. One of the things that I brought forward was a program that's called the Arts for All program.
Okay.
It was based out of Portland. It got started there. And it is a program where if you have an Oregon Trail SNAP card, you can go to any of the participating theaters, and we've just got hooked up with it, so you can bring it down to gallery now. And an hour before curtain, any performance night, if there are extra tickets, you can get up to 4 tickets for only $5 a piece with that card.
Oh, that's great.
So it opens up the possibility of people who might not be able to afford to come see shows
I think that's
to be able to have
fabulous.
awesome theater experiences.
Yeah.
And we're really, really excited
Well, and
about
that does happen sometimes, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's usually an empty seat or two.
Yeah, and especially on the main stage, it's, there's usually a couple seats open, even if we have a really great selling show. And we're just really happy that we get
think that's wonderful.
to do something for our community that's been so gracious and generous to us over the past 40, we're going into our 47th season.
That is really amazing, Seth. I'm really glad that you're going to do that. I didn't know anything about that program.
Yeah,
That's really great.
It started with some music programs in Portland, and they've opened it up to music and dance and theater.
Wow, that's very cool.
And when I was living in Portland, that was the only way I was able to go see shows at Portland Center Stage and
Just standing there with your nose against the screen.
And many artists in Portland can't actually afford to go see the shows that they're in if they're not in them.
Yeah.
And so it provided a great opportunity. And it was something that I was really excited to be able to bring with me here.
Well, I mean, you have had, what, I don't know, 10, how long have you been on the scene you've been in, when you were in college, I know you were doing a lot, but post-college as well.
The first show I did with Gallery was in 1995. And I did
so
Oliver, but then I took most of my high school career. I just did stuff in high school and came back in 2004.
So it's been about 10 years. Yeah. I was going to say, but in that time too, with all your work with Broadway Rose and all the work that you've done with these other theaters, I mean, you've really got out and been able to experience
absolutely
and really kind of immerse yourself in the whole theater culture of the whole metro area.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I'm really excited about being able to take on the new position with doing the theater manager, is being able to look at the way that other companies I've worked with now have run, and hopefully bring some of the positive stuff with us. And it's a great time of growth and change for us, and we're really excited for the future.
So let's talk a little bit. I'm not sure how much time we've got. Some time. Let's talk about the membership drive, because that's an important piece.
Yeah, so every year we do our membership drive. Ticket sales only account for about 60% of the budget that we have to be able to function.
And the rest comes
the
from
rest comes from
viewers like
supporters.
you.
And memberships at galleries start at $25 for the
Yeah.
year, and it comes with different benefits. You get priority seating for all the arena shows. If you're there at the time that we open the house, you get to go in first. We're actually making little membership cards for everyone this year,
Oh,
so
how
they have
fun.
to flash their card to
Oh, really?
get their priority
Okay.
seating. So you'll have to remember it when you come down to the theater.
Perfect, okay.
But then also, it's tax deductible.
Well, I mean,
Isn't that wonderful?
I will say this, though, about the priority seating is one does hate to mow down certain of the other audience members. You think, I think they need to get in a little. Priority seating.
Let them go. We do try to reserve
Accommodate.
our front row for people that can no longer climb up higher in there.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah, there are all kinds of benefits, and the tax deductible is
Tax deduction is a great
yay,
one.
Right.
And being a nonprofit organization, we really have to rely on the people that we're serving, and our job is to provide the entire community, McMinnville, Yamhill, Carlton, Newburgh, Dundee, Salem, with an opportunity to be an artist.
And I guess this is the thing too about gallery theater. Probably most people would realize this, but I mean, everybody's a volunteer.
Absolutely.
No one's getting paid to do this, to take the time off to drive, to spend all the hours in rehearsals, and the unsung heroes like people that are doing costumes and behind the scenes set design and all of that.
All of it, and
It's
everyone's volunteering their time.
Everyone's volunteering, and so I think, it's such a wonderful thing to be able to support because, it enhances our life immeasurably.
And that's part of why we wanted to participate in programs like Arts for All or our Student Rush. Is it's a way for us to be able to give something back.
And I guess we should offer out the tease that you are thinking about some really fabulous fundraising opportunities.
Yeah, we're looking at some really exciting ideas as ways to maybe entice people to donate a little or
A lot.
give something kind of spectacular to
Yeah.
people in return.
I think that's great. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
So let's see. Right now we've got You Can't Take It With You that's
Yes.
running through the 8th of November?
The 8th of November.
Okay, so people will still have a chance to see that.
Yeah, so as of now, we have 2 weekends left.
Okay.
Tickets are going pretty quickly for that. We do have a show on Halloween night.
Oh,
And I don't
fun.
know if this will go up before that or not, but that hopefully we'll get some spooky surprises in for
Yeah.
that evening.
Okay, and then, of course, finishing out the year with Miracle on 34th
Miracle on
Street.
34th Street.
Heartwarming family classic.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Debbie Harmon Ferry is directing that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some gallery regulars in there. We have Zach Martin and Steve Cox and Charity Benham. We've also got some new faces. It's going to be the timeless story that everybody knows. Kris Kringle and proving that Santa is real.
I love it. Well, Seth, thanks so much for coming in today.
Yeah, of course.
I'm really looking forward to this next year.
I am too.
Thank you.